Thanks so much to Youware for sponsoring this video. In this video, we are going to explore Youware. There are two things that really stand out for me of what makes it different from the other ones you might have seen. So the first is that you can vibe code from your phone. So you can download the app on the iOS App Store or the Google Play Store, and you can get to that from the desktop app just with this QR code on the top. And then you can build from your phone, which makes it, I think, pretty unique. And it's also like a vibe coder's social media. So if we go to the Explore tab, we're going to be able to explore a bunch of different apps that other people have created. And then if you like any of the apps, you can remix it and start building on your own. It's also a really powerful AI app builder on its own. So you don't have to use the Explore tab. You can just start from your own, build a landing page, app, dashboard, or even go from Figma to website. So we're going to go over all of this and more in the video. So you're going to want to stick around. And let me know in the comments as you're watching what you think of Youware and if you think this is a tool that you could see yourself using. So the first thing I'm going to do is a must watch. We are going to test out the new AI API using Sora, OpenAI's video generation model. So we're going to see what Youware is able to create with that video generation model. So let's go ahead and try it out. So let's keep it simple to start and just see what it creates using a simple prompt. I want to build an app that generates video using Sora 2. So on the left side, we're going to have our AI. On the right side, we're going to have our preview, very similar to other tools that you may have seen. Again, here you can download the app and actually continue building on your phone. Here we can see it is intelligently deciding what MCP tool to use, which is the AI MCP, which we had toggled on, so we knew it had access to that. Then here we have a code feature, so we can view all of the code as it gets written. And then there's also a database built in as well. So it's an all-in-one tool, database, code, the database backend, and the front end is all going to be available here on Youware. So you don't have to connect any external tools. And then even for the AI, you don't have to connect anything as well. So it's really easy to get started with, and I think really easy for people who are non-technical to get value out of. So I'm just looking at what's happening in the to-do list, and it is really impressive actually behind the scenes what it's doing, especially when it's talking about handling the Sora 2 video generation logic with polling, state handling on the front end. This is pretty complicated stuff that it's just taking care of for us. So while it's completing the app, we're going to jump into the Explore tab to showcase some of what's possible with Youware and get inspired by what other people have created. So there's different categories that we can look at. So one example is AI app. We'll look at a couple examples from different categories. So here, it looks like someone created a Sora 2 video generator. So we'll see how ours compares to that. Maybe the design will be similar. But I want to try out this Nana Banana Studio. So this is basically an app that you're going to be able to generate text to image, image, text to video, or image to video, all using Nano Banana. So it's connecting to the Google AI capabilities. You can preview all of the apps here in the Explore tab on the left side, discover more. And then if you like it, you can remix it, bookmark it, or react to it. So it really is a social network for vibe coding. So let's test it out. Let's just say a dog on the beach, cartoon style. And I can choose digital illustration. And then let's generate the image and see what it comes up with. There we go. We have an image generated. And then what I think is cool is like if we want to remix this and turn this into our own app, we also don't have to start from scratch, which can be really helpful. So that's a cool AI app to test out. Let's check out games next. This could be cool. Maybe Ghost Candy Catch Halloween. Let's see. It looks like it's not. Oh, I can switch to English. So Japanese or English. So let's click start. And yeah. So it's cool, fun. So just again, inspiration of what's possible here. Just a cool little game that you can create. You can get some comments as well and then remix it to make it your own or change the design or change the style or add more levels, that kind of thing. And there's a lot more here as well for more games to try out. Next, let's check out a productivity tool. So here, again, we have that Sora 2 generator. A lot of AI apps also fall into this productivity category. Then we've got education. So here, for example, looks like people who have created almost like tests or ways to study for themselves. And this shows you like what's possible here just in terms of building out quizzes for yourself, building out flashcards for yourself if you're a student. Very cool to be able to do that. We've got presentations, so you can build dashboards. Here's a cool dashboard that looks like was created based on data that was provided to Youware. And then landing page and dashboard are the last two I'll look at. So landing page, just some nice, if you want like a basic landing page for your site, cool to be able to go in and again, remix this and say, I want it for this specific use case, but not having to start from scratch. And then dashboards, again, really nice to be able to, for example, pull in your own data and then have it have all this. So this could be cool as well to remix and then put in your own data into this dashboard through the AI. So a lot that you can do. Last one, portfolio, just some actually really, this is maybe one of my favorites now that I'm looking at it, is I like the ability to pick these like portfolios and pick one of these sites and I could remix this for myself if I like any of these portfolios. So another really nice use case here in the Explore tab. So it looks like our preview is ready. And this looks a lot better to me actually than that preview that we were looking at in the Explore tab. The design looks a lot nicer. I really like the landing page and the statuses, and it looks like we'll be able to view our renders below as well. So we're going to test this out. So it's telling us what to expect. Typical wait time, 2 to 3 minutes, 4 to 12 seconds, and it's going to allow us to export it. So we can describe a video, describe the tone, energy, duration. I'm going to do 4 seconds just so it's quicker. And then horizontal or vertical, we can upload a reference image and then generate with Sora 2. So let's try it out and write out an example of what we want it to generate. So we'll do a dog on the beach playing catch. Energy can be, we'll say calm, cinematic, and horizontal. And let's go ahead and generate with Sora 2. So again, this is going to use a lot of credits, a lot of AI credits here on Youware because video just generates a lot. But I'm going to go ahead and use it so that way we can test it out. Another reason to do just 4 seconds so it doesn't cost quite as many credits. And after just a couple minutes, it looks like we have a result here and we can download it or just play it right in the preview. So this is really cool that it was able to do this. And it also could just be the first step. So you could keep building on top of this. You could have it generate multiple clips at once and to stitch them together to make a longer video. There's so much that you could add to this. And this is not an easy API to work with. I've tried to build with this myself in the past, and it took me quite a while to get the API to work correctly. You have to do the correct polling to get the result. So it's not easy that Youware was able to do this, and it did it in one shot. So I just sent that, again, that simple message in the beginning, and then we got this fully functioning app out of it. So what do we do now? So what we can do is go ahead and click publish, and this is going to publish our app and make it public. Under the share, we can share the project. If you're on a pro account, we can remove the branding, and then we can also share on other social media as well. So they make it really easy to do that. So if we go back to the homepage, now under projects, we're going to have our new Sora 2 project, and it's public so other people can see it. So something to be aware is that this is like a social network, vibe coding social network. So if you publish it publicly, other people are going to see it, and hopefully I'll get some reactions and comments on this. So yeah, and then we also can have some drafts. For example, this was something I created before, which was basically a mock-up website for a dog sitting service. So there's a lot that you can do here inside of Youware. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of Youware and if it's something you could see yourself using. Go to Youware using the link and start exploring all of the apps in the Explore tab to get inspired, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more free content like this. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.